time to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 10. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Texans had 3 and 8 on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Forced out to his left. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Murray. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. A run for Pierce out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go again with Pierce. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Hand off left side, Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to bomb that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
Second and 5 now. Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Texans 10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. On the return, Tremont Smith. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer. Yeah, Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Rodgers to throw.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. An inside give to Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Now it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
From his end zone, here's Tremont Smith.
And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Now Murray off play action. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Murray going to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a sack and a loss of a yard, but more importantly, it leads to 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. This is fielded inside the 5. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
No problem there on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That one goes for 24 yards. A final shot before half for Murray. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
And this will be a Packers first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
The type of game that he's having running the football, there was no doubt who they were giving the ball to.
So why didn't they just go ahead and go after him on defense? Right?
Yeah,
if you know,
on him.
Right? You know he's having that type of a game. Who else would you expect to get the football? I would have taken my chances and sold out defensively to stop him. And if anyone else picks it up, I tip my cap to him.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On second down, it's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. Up the middle, Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And this is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Christian Watson
with his second touchdown of the night, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Escaping the pressure right. Open man is Howard, the tight end.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Omaha. Green.
Throwing again, Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Now Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day.
Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but
the ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
A give to Jones. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. Second down, another shot for Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third. 88. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 33 yards that time. Murray now. Looking for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Now Murray again. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. On play action, it's Murray. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Kyler Murray doing it himself from 9 yards out.
And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They could definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers.
Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And look at this starting field position. That'll be touchdown inside the 30-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they stop him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Murray now on 1st down. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And the lead is down to 24. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is it.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 62 yards. They'll try the right side with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Rodgers looking to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Rodgers throwing here. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, take 26.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers,
he's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Murray. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board, both offense.